Hey guys, it's Sam. I'm back again with another video this week. Today's video is going to be all about what brands sell on Poshmark and Mercari. I made a list of the top 10 brands that are selling for me and that I've noticed are selling for a lot of other people too. These brands are just brands that I'm selling a lot of and that I've noticed other people are selling a lot of too. They have a quick turnaround time, usually sell within a couple of days when they're listed. So this is my list. Don't hate on it. It's just a list to show people what to get while you're sourcing and what brands to look out for. So let's just get right into it. Before I start the list of the top 10 brands that have been selling for me and that I've noticed are selling for others, I'm going to say a few honorable mention brands that definitely deserve to be on the list but just didn't make the cut. First brand is Blue & Gray. Very underrated brand. I don't know a ton about it because I just started hearing about it and getting into it, but I find it at Goodwill a lot. They sell for a decent amount of money. Usually at Goodwill they're only priced from like $2 to $4, which is pretty cheap for Goodwills. And they usually sell from $20 to $30 a piece. So just a quick, easy, simple bread and butter piece. If I had a top 20 list, it would definitely make the cut. So there's another brand to look out for there. Next honorable mention is Michael Kors. A lot of Michael Kors items sell, just not right away. They don't have a super fast turnaround unless you have them priced very low. Any sandals, wedges, any t-shirts by them, bags especially, they'll sell, but they don't have a super fast turnaround rate, which is why they didn't make the cut. Those are two brands that just didn't make the cut for the top 10 list, but are definitely worth mentioning. Now the good stuff. We're getting into the top 10 brands that I see and sell myself on Mercari and Poshmark. I debated doing separate lists for Mercari and Poshmark, but I came to realize most items on both lists were essentially the same, maybe just in a different order. So for this list, they both sell on Mercari and Poshmark. Some are ranked higher than others. On Mercari, some things are ranked a lot higher than it would be ranked on Poshmark. Kind of did the average of what I saw would sell the best. So number 10 on my list is Forever 21 Plus. Forever 21 really doesn't sell for me. I have a few Forever 21 pieces that I found at Goodwill or the thrift store for like $1, none of which have sold. Forever 21 is just one of those cheap brands that if you want the item brand new, you can go to the store and buy it for $10. So why are you reselling it? But Forever 21 Plus sells like that. The turnaround Forever 21 Plus items have is so fast, that's the reason why it made it on the list. You don't have a super high turnaround when you sell it. If it's something from your own closet, the turnaround is pretty simple, pretty fast. If you ever see Forever 21 Plus items at the thrift store, definitely pick them up if they're $1 or $2. Totally worth it, fast turnaround. Number 9 is Vineyard Vines. If you're ever at the thrift and you see anything Vineyard Vines, shorts, belts, polos, t-shirts, anything of that nature that's Vineyard Vines, I recommend buying it if it's under $8, I would pick it up. It's definitely worth it. I was doing some digging and I saw that Vineyard Vines items typically sell between $20 and $40 depending on the style and what it is, what the size is. Number 8 is Under Armour. Under Armour's definitely been pretty underrated for me. I really don't care for it. I don't pick it up if I see it at the thrift. Just kind of average. But recently my mom's been going with me to the thrift. If there's items I'm not investing in, I don't really care for, I won't buy them. She'll buy them and tell me to sell them. My mom found a stack of brand new Under Armour polos. I'm going to say my mom picked up 6 or 7 of them. And I posted them on Mercari, and 2 of them sold within the 30 minutes I posted them. If they're selling in 30 minutes for $11, if you leave them for a while for $15, $20, it could be worth it. For certain items, Under Armour does have a fast turnaround. Fast turnaround for items that are Under Armour would be women's shorts, men's polos, men or women's pullovers. Number 7, Nike. Nike's one of those classic brands. You know, it's been around a while. You find something Nike, you get all excited, you could sell it. Not everything Nike sells. Let me state that again. Not everything that's Nike sells. Don't go to the thrift store and pick up everything Nike, throw it in your cart, and check out. Don't do that. What I've come to realize is not everything sells that's Nike because there's such a high market for it. Everyone buys every little piece of Nike and throws it online to get the quick buck, which is fine. We've all done it. We've all been there. But I don't want you to waste your time. I don't want you to waste your money. It's going to be listed on there. It's going to be dead. You're going to have it for months. The top items that are Nike that do sell that I've realized is sweatpants. Men or women's, joggers, sweatpants, whatever it is, get them. Not track pants. Sweatpants. They have jogger bottoms. If they have open bottoms, if they have boot cut bottoms, whatever it is, get them. You'll get the traction, you'll get the attention. You'll be surprised how many people care about Nike sweatpants because trust me, they do. Next is Nike t-shirts. I don't mean one that has some dumb saying that says, "Catch my swag" with a Nike check. Don't get one of those. Cool graphics, vintage Nike t-shirts, any of the above. Maybe if I care enough, I'll insert a few pictures of Nike tops that I've been selling recently for a pretty fast turnaround. Most times, depending on where you shop and where you go, they'll only be listed for 50 cents to a couple bucks. So I definitely recommend picking those up. Anything else Nike's kind of pointless unless it's like $1. You could easily flip that for like $9, $10, which is fair, but you're not going to be making huge profit off of it. Number 6 is Tommy Hilfiger. This is also one of those brands that are like Nike now that are just so overflooded with items that people think they could just sell anything that has the Tommy label on it, and that's not true, and I've learned that the hard way. Tommy items that sell. Tommy jeans with the huge Tommy logo on the back, those sell. Vintage Tommy t-shirts, Most of the time they sell if they're in good condition and they look cool. Tommy hoodies or crew necks, if they're vintage, they'll sell. If they're decently basic, they won't sell unless it's pretty cheap. Unless you see something super cool, like a Tommy button-up with a cool design, cool pattern, or a Tommy polo with, again, a cool design, cool pattern. They don't really sell. Anything like a red polo with just a Tommy flag probably won't sell for more than a couple bucks, so it's not worth it to pick it up. If you see some cool vintage Tommy pieces, and it's only a couple bucks, it's worth it to pick it up. Number 5, Adidas. Adidas is kind of like Nike, kind of like Tommy. Again, it's another really filtered out brand, but I feel like it's a little better than Nike, because more things Adidas sell than things that Nike would. Adidas sweatpants sell. Adidas t-shirts, tanks, jackets, shoes, all that kind of stuff. Anything Adidas that's pretty unique or it's not super saturated will sell. But when it comes to being unique with Adidas, even some basic things sell. Track jackets, jogger track pants, trefoil hoodies, trefoil t-shirts, Adidas logo t-shirts will even sell. And most of the time at the thrift store, they're within 49 cents to a couple bucks. You just have to be careful with what kind of Adidas items you're buying. If you have a vintage Adidas shirt and it's $5, I wouldn't waste the money on it. But for 49 cents, $1, $2, it's definitely worth it. If it's a track jacket or jogger versions of track pants, I pick it up for $5, $6, $7, $8 because they'll usually sell for at least 20, if not more. Next is Patagonia. I'm sure most of you guys who are on Poshmark and Mercari have heard of this brand. It's like a higher end North Face. If you've ever seen Patagonia at your thrift store, I definitely think it's worth it to pick it up. If you have it priced right, Patagonia will definitely fly off your shelf. If it's a vest, a coat, a quarter zip, a pullover, any of those things, you could easily sell those for $50+ if you find it at the thrift for a couple bucks. It's definitely worth grabbing. So Patagonia is another brand to look out for. Super rare, but you could definitely find it. Number 3 is Champion. This brand's kind of becoming like Nike and Adidas, blah, blah, blah. I think it's kind of taking over Nike's spot. It's always been Nike and Adidas, and now I kind of think it's Adidas here, Nike's down here, but like Champion's kind of coming in over Nike. Adidas is still kind of there, but Champion's getting there. What I mean by Champion, though, is like the retro stuff, like vintage Champion, or like the newer Champion that you see at like PacSun, Urban Outfitters. Those sell. Not like Walmart's or Target's like G-Tech Champion, not that brand. Don't get that brand. The brand will not sell. If you have them priced right, they'll sell quick. And if you have them priced pretty average, they'll sell probably in a couple weeks. Totally worth it. Profit is super high. Becoming kind of a hype beast brand. Everyone's looking for it. Everyone's trying to get a steal on it. So if you find a shirt for $1, try to upsell it a little bit. But don't be scared to take an offer that's kind of low. Someone offers you $15 for a Champion shirt you paid $1 for. Don't deny it because you think you can get more. If I were you, take it. You're still making $14 back. It's just one of those brands kind of that you could do whatever you want with it. It fluctuates a lot. Depending on the piece, the price, size, all that stuff, it fluctuates. So just be open with Champion because some pieces go for a lot, some pieces don't. Number 2, Tory Burch. I don't know much about this brand. I've never sold it. I've never found it. I do know that it's super expensive and it has a fast turnaround time. If you find their flats or heels, they go for quite a bit of money and they sell pretty quick. So keep your eye out. Here's their logo. If you ever see it at the thrift, Goodwill, even if it's like $20, I'm telling you, pick it up because it will sell like that. And lastly, number 1. Everyone take a minute to think. What do you think is the number 1 on this list? Number 1. Lululemon. Lululemon has a super fast turnaround rate, like super fast. You find stuff at the thrift store for a couple bucks, you could turn it around for $20 within a half hour. Trust me, I know it's super hard to find Lulu at your thrift, but if you do, you could turn around and sell it like that. The most hype piece for Lulu would definitely be their leggings, but their shorts are really well, their tanks go fast. Pretty much anything Lulu will go fast and get high traction, but leggings are the number 1 that I would look out for. Lulu's pretty hype and pretty up there. That's why it made it number 1 on my list. So there's a market on both apps for it. Turns around fast. It's well worth it. So overall, what do you think about my list? I feel like it was pretty decent. Let me know if I forgot any brands down below. These are just brands that I sell more often. I think my next video is going to be brands that don't sell on Poshmark and Mercari. So if you'd like to see that, leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys soon. So pull me close.